Welcome back, everyone. Second period of action just closed. Eric Vitale breaks the ice. 1-0 Pioneers. Nico, I know you got a lot to say. I know you were right in there with that crowd. Talk to me.
Yes, I was. I mean, that was absolutely insane. Like I said, 1-0 Pioneers after that period. I'm getting crazy picks right now. Put me on the 4J show. My new name is Jico. Like, come on. But I have to talk about it because I was up right in the backside in the Statesman side, sitting in the crowd. There are a lot of people here, a lot of people who care a lot about these teams, and it's getting messy. As a lot of people saw on the stream, I'm pretty sure you could catch it. A stick went over on the other side, on the UC side, and a Pioneer fan kept the stick. He got escorted out by a cop. He's gone.
Wow.
I got a couple guys getting kicked out on the other side. We got Utica fans chirping Hobart fans, and it is not playful chirping like it normally is at these kind of games. It's very intense. We got Hobart fans getting like seriously upset. I have one of my fellow soccer players screaming at some guy, scoreboard, while he's screaming out. There's Daddy's Money's chant going around out here, which is a big deal considering the tuition costs of Utica and Hobart. It's a big gap. A lot of the Utica fans have a Daddy's chant going, Daddy's Money chant going. We got a crazy game right now, and it's starting in the stands.
Yeah, I think that's where it kind of all stems from. It's a great point.
Yep.
I mean, I think you have the fans who are getting, I think, very out of hand. You have a guy, you have a guy holding a player's stick. You can't do that.
No.
Like, there's no place for that.
No.
That is just classless.
Absolutely.
Regardless of what team you're rooting for, you don't do things like that.
No.
And stuff like that, it's affecting the players. I mean, we see, obviously, it's going to be physical. It's hockey. It's a national championship. It's going to be a very physical game. But when you have fans who are acting completely out of sorts, it's going to impact the players on the ice. And after every single whistle, you're going to have things that we've had all game. Late hits, dirt. I mean, call me out if you think I'm saying something wrong, but dirty hits. You're having guys getting shut up in the face mask, in the throat. Like, there's no place for that. I understand it's a national championship hockey game. I get that, but there's no place for it to get that messy. I think the referees need to really hone it in, do a much better job of calling this game, and before something serious happens. Because, listen, I know George Foreman used to fight next door. We may be seeing a boxing match in this third period if this keeps up.
And we're hearing it again from that side. They're chirping each other over on the Statement side from the standing room of the Utica team. This game took a turn, and an ugly turn. What I love about it is that the Pioneers still kept their heads on the ice. We're going to transition to the ice here. Yeah. They kept their heads on the ice, and they played a really good period, honestly.
Fantastic
really good period. Vitale is hot. He got another. He is fired up. I got a picture of him smacking his helmet like that. It's absolutely awesome. And then on top of that, too, a big point I want to bring up is Beaver, the Hobart Tendy, he's got a nice slice right in the soft skin of his thumb right here. And yes, they taped it up, but there was blood trickling all the way to the Hobart bench when he got cut. And that did not look like a fun cut. And it's probably from a skate.
Yeah, I want to know how that happened because his glove was on.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
well,
maybe
no, it came off with his helmet.
I thought
it came off.
Everything
it was a
I
skull.
thought maybe he was trying to cover the puck with his glove and someone was like batting down with his stick, or maybe he cut it so he was trying to rip his helmet off to stop the play. But that Vitale goal, that stems from their penalty kill. Drake Morse was in the box for an interference call. He was able to get out of the box, come out, clear the puck, and just like I mentioned in the first intermission, Vitale loves to streak down the ice when they're trying to break out. That's exactly what he did. They hit Vitale, he came up the right wing, put it in the back of the net, and celebrated right in front of James Brown right here. I'm sure
we're going to show that video on 4J's. It's my favorite video.
I hope you guys saw that. Oh my gosh. I became a hockey guy
over here
in that moment.
But Eric Vitale, he makes the right play in the big moment. I mean, the Teddy Bear toss last year, 2 nights ago in the semifinal, tonight scoring the first goal in a national championship game. When you need a big moment, that's who you call on. And I just love how it transitioned from defense to offense, and that's how good teams win.
And Hobart, I think, knows how good of a player he is because he has taken a lot of, at least 2 really big hits, and they have clearly shaken him up, and he's gone to the bench with a little, looks like his head's messed up.
Well, I want to also talk about how Hobart's playing because offensively, they've been on their ozone the whole period. That whole period, Utica is scoring, and their chances come on those quick runs, those breakaway chances. But overall, this game is being dominated by the Statesmen. Piros is just playing out of his mind.
Oh my God, yeah.
Hobart plays a very boring style hockey. They're just going to bleed you out to death. That's what we saw when they played the Ice Knights on Friday night. They like to just bleed you out to death. And that's what they have done so far to Utica. Luckily, Ryan Piros playing the game of his life, even better than Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
No goals allowed through 2 periods of play. But that's something the Pioneers can't let happen in this third period. You got to dictate pace of play. You have to be the more aggressive team. Not not in a stupid way. Have to be more aggressive when the opportunity presents itself. You have to find a way to control the pace of play, control each third of the ice. You have the lead. Play with the lead, but don't play passive. Take the chances when they have it, and keep Piros. What am I trying to say here? Keep Piros ready to go. Keep him fresh.
There's a lot going on here, to be fair with you, Jeremy.
lot.
This whole place has just taken a turn this entire period. The first period, like we said, a lot of nervous energy. Same with Friday. It was the same thing. Now, not only are the guys on the ice settled in, but the fans are settled in. This is absolutely the craziest atmosphere we've seen here in Utica, probably ever.
Yeah.
And while everyone is still nervous and tense, it also got a little aggressive. This third period is going to be very interesting how this goes. I think, personally, correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I think this game might end 1-0.
I do want to say, we were giving Nico his credit. He called the 2-1 score in the overtime game. He said 1-0 after the first intermission. He's 2 in a row with these specific calls. We got to give him credit for these incredible snipes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I disagree with you on that point, although I do think that Piros is playing great. This is a Hobart team that won back-to-back national championships. They're here again for a reason, and they're peppering shots on them, and eventually the Pioneer defense isn't going to be able to hold the quickness of these guys. I mean, eventually they're going to cash in on one, so the Pioneers desperately need insurance right now.
I do think the last couple of minutes of that second period were scary. I know me and Trey, one of our members of Utica TV, were scared because he's closing his eyes every time there's a couple of shots on net. The last couple of minutes, if the momentum like that goes into the third period, I think it's inevitable. Hobart's going to get one in. An offense like that is not going to get chances like that and just go 20 minutes without scoring. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent from what we saw Friday night when Hobart played the Ice Knights. The Ice Knights, every time they took a shot, it was one and done. They took a shot, it was saved, and it was saved by Beaver, and the defense broke at the forwards, and then boom, they're in the ozone for a minute and a half, 2 minutes. It's kind of what we saw a little bit in that second period. The Pioneers, yeah, they're getting better looks than Geneseo was, but still, Beaver's making these saves look pretty easy. It's one shot, maybe two, and then Hobart comes right down. They break out, and they're hemming the Pioneers in their own end for a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes plus. And you see the Pioneers ice the puck a couple times. Piros has really been tested. And I'm telling you, this game will not end 1-0 if we continue to see that happen in this third period. If the first 3 to 5 minutes are going to be very, very telling, because if Hobart continues to put pressure on the Pioneers, they're bound to get one. It's a law of averages at this point.
And if I'm Coach Gary Heenan in the locker room right now, I am looking at every single one of them, and I'm saying, hammer Beaver's glove side. Hammer it. He's got to be in pain. Yes, he's going to take some ibuprofen, probably too much ibuprofen.
And all the adrenaline's up on.
Hammer that side. Make it bleed more. He wants to play? Good. Hammer the glove side. Hammer the glove side. Expect some changes. You never know. There might be some tactical changes he puts out there because of this.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Obviously, like an injury, you never want to
No, you never want to see that.
Or like take advantage of it. But I mean, if that's what the advantage you're being given, if you know he's got a cut up hand and it's going to be hurting, it might not be his strongest suit. I mean, it sucks that you have to like take advantage of that.
But you have to. It's a national championship game at the end of the day. This is not a throwaway game in Rochester.
That's a great quote. That is a great quote.
Now, boys, what do we think? We talked about a little bit what the Pioneers need to do. You said hammer the glove side, but on the defensive things, how do they play better in between the blue lines, around the red line, and maintain possession, something they've struggled with all game?
Well, they're winning the faceoffs at a pretty high clip. I mean, you guys have the stats in front of you. They're winning the faceoffs at a very, very high rate. The problem is they're not controlling the rebound. Piros is getting these shots against them. Yeah, he's making the saves, but Hobart is coming in, and they're just completely controlling every single rebound. The Pioneers have to control the rebound, clear the puck, and keep Hobart to one and done. They can't let Hobart continue to hem them in their own end, make Piros take all these tough shots, and when that happens, it's going to be really tough. The Pioneers have to control the rebound, and again, control the pace of play, win every third of the ice.
I'm going to fact check you on this face-off.
Listen, I'm getting my face from Ray.
There's only one part of the ice where we're not winning face-offs, and that is right here in our corner where we are.
There's a couple of them, but Jacob Rose.
That's what I was saying. I was saying the Pioneers are winning the draw.
I see him now.
Jacob Rose has 11 wins.
Looking at the stats wrong.
Well, I was saying that the Pioneers are pretty much winning majority of the draws, especially in their own D zone.
Well, if you even just look at the face-off chart, at even strength, we're 20-9 right now.
Yeah, they're winning majority of the draws.
11-6 in the second period, 11-4 in the first period.
Yeah.
One shorthanded, and we're even on power play.
But my guy, the star player that I was kind of talking about, Jacob Rowe, 11-2. He's only lost 2 face-offs, and he's gone for 13 of them. He's doing exactly what I was expecting him to, and I think it's a big part of why the Pioneers are up.
We got a Gary chant going. We got Gary.
I've never seen a man so dialed in as Gary Heenan.
He is
Mr. Utica. Mr. Utica, folks at home.
Yeah, but the Pioneers, again, you got to continue to win the faceoffs, control the pace of play, win every third. And, I mean, wouldn't hurt you go get another one. Insurance goal is always nice. Again, you said the 2-goal lead's worst lead in hockey. I totally agree.
Yep.
But it's a whole hell of a lot better than 1-0.
Yeah,
At least in the national championship.
I think we're going to see another goal. I don't know. I'm not going to call it. I'm not Nico Leonard. I don't think I can call which team, but I think we're going to see one more. It might be the Pioneers or it might be Hobart to tie it up.
It's either going to be like an absolutely absurd amount of goals, or we might actually see us scrape by 20 minutes for the rest of our lives here, 1-0.
I think whoever scores first wins the game. Whoever scores first in the third period wins the game.
You heard it here first,
I
folks.
like that.
20 minutes will decide who goes home a national champion and who goes home sad. You do not want to
Hardest
miss
period.
this period of hockey, folks. Please tune into WPNR. Listen to this guy. Listen to Ray Biggs. Don't go anywhere. We are going to crown the national champion in 20 minutes, folks. We'll see you at the finish.